Hi, I'm Josh, and welcome to the Dailybird. The Dailybird is a publication where we're going to be diving into the nitty-gritty of collecting. Specifically Pokemon and Magic the Gathering cards, because that's what I know. But I'd like to bring in a couple of my new employees and see how they're going to impact our little company, our little journalism endeavor. First, we have Archie, someone I was really impressed with in the interview. He is not an amazing writer, but he's someone that knows nothing about collecting, and I think he'll offer a really interesting perspective for all of us. Archie, go ahead and come in here, son. How's it going? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you think you're going to bring to the Dailybird?
I want to be an investing great, and I believe that this publication is my avenue to become an investing great.
Like Warren Buffett, maybe?
I'm thinking more like Chamath Palihapitiya.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Dave Ramsey, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Of course.
That's kind of more the line that I'm looking for, and I believe that this publication will be an avenue for me to make my money work for me.
Well, that's wonderful, and I really hope it does too. But just know that really we're trying to get to the information. It's not all about money, guys. So the next hire I have coming in here kind of agrees with me in that sentiment. He's, how do you say, very creative. Very creative. And I was very impressed with him as well. He's going to be an opinion writer for the Dailybird. Archie's going to be our financial writer. Mason, why don't you get in here, son?
Hey, boss.
Good to see you. Yeah. Please say hi to your new coworker. So now, the three of us are going to be working very closely. As you know, it's not a paid position, but that's not what we're in it for. You're actually in it to learn, how do you say, the knowledge that is going to make you your money. And you're in it, why?
Well, I'm skeptical, number one, about the whole thing.
You didn't mention that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical about this whole thing, including this company. And I'm here to bring an outside perspective into this publication.
Yeah. Well, that works for me, Archie. Does that work for you?
You're the boss.
That's right. I am the boss. So, I think that one thing we really want to accomplish with this channel is going out and asking the community what collecting means to them. It's a simple question, but I think we're going to get a lot of very interesting answers that may give us a fuller picture of what it means to waste your money on these collectibles. And I want to be clear, this is like an opinion show where we're going to have fun, and it's not something that needs to be taken very seriously. And if that is something that interests you, please stick around for the journey. We're going to have documentaries. We're going to have in-person interviews. It's going to be, interesting. Right. Right, guys?
We didn't mention any of that in the end.
What's that?
All that.
Yeah. A lot of it is something we're going to just sort of figure out as we go. Right. Your tie matches your eyes very nicely.
Thank you.
It looks good. How was everyone's, travel getting here?
Travel for me was pretty easy. As you know, I'm a local here, so getting over here was pretty simple for me.
That's good. Yeah. And you?
Well, I wanted to ask you about something. I know it's the first day on the job, but can I do remote work?
Remote work?
Remote work.
Sure.
I know it's against the politics right now, but I like to be a remote worker.
I think that's totally understandable. Where are you going to be remoting out of?
One of the largest growing cities in the world, Houston, Texas. H-Town represent.
Well, there you have it. We're going to be stationed in Austin. We're going to be stationed in Houston. We might just be the biggest Pokemon thing happening in Texas right now. One YouTube video into it. The next thing I'd like to dive into is our publication to be the leader in solving. And that is the mystery behind so many of these unlimited Japanese cards. Please, stay with me. And gentlemen, you're about to see something quite remarkable.
What is that?
I'm glad you asked. So what we have here are two of the rarest Pichus in the world. The last I checked, this was half the world's total population of unlimited World Champions Pack Pichus. The artist is Arita? Sugimori. Yeah, you want to see it? Be very careful. I don't want that PSA slab to move around in there. I put that together. Very good, Mason. I like that. Kind of give the viewer a good look at it. Yeah, I'm going to be very careful with it. Okay.
Now, boss, let me ask you a question. Do you have insurance on that?
No. Nope. I'm working on it, but no.
Yeah, you probably
it's
should.
hard to find insurance, and it's also like, if you're going to get insurance, do you just stop collecting? How do you add to the insurance policy? You call them up every time you buy another card? I don't want to jack with that, you know? But honestly, they're not incredibly expensive, and that's the thing that I want to also talk about, is why the hell people are spending thousands of dollars on Pokemon cards that came out yesterday when they could go get the rarest Pichu for $300.
I have a question, boss. What makes it the rarest?
The reason it's the rarest is because the set was only available in Japan for like 2 weeks. I want to say it's Power Keepers. EX Power Keepers came out for everyone else, but that set didn't release in Japan. So the Pokemon Company very quickly made World Champions Pack and had that available for the players so that they could use these new cards that came out. They did have a first edition print run of it, even though it was only around for 2 weeks online. But it sold out incredibly fast, and then they did an unlimited print run. And the unlimited versions of these cards are some of the rarest. But the other thing to keep in mind is, like, we don't actually know the real number on these. The reason why I had at some point half the world's population is because there were only 2 graded with PSA. And then I had 2. So there you go. But that's how you would figure out, like, if you had something that is extremely rare. Really, the only marker you can go off of is like PSA, BGS, which is Beckett, which is incredibly hard to like look on their website and look at like pop reports and that kind of stuff, population. But like, I got 2 of them, and then I got this slab because I wanted to build some sort of piece that represented what I thought I had, which is the Unlimited Brother or Pichu Bros. And this is the Pichu Bros movie promo that came out, I guess, in 2002, it says here. And this is like one of the only graded cards I have. I'm not someone that like sells cards. I want y'all to know that. I only blow my money on them. And I do think it's important that you'll make this company money to keep me afloat, per se. Okay. So like that right there was 2 $300 Pichus flown in from Japan. And then the PSA 10, which there's a lot, or not a lot of, but there's a lot more than that card. That's like $600. So all in, we're looking at like $1,200 on that right there. Is it worth that? I don't know. Is the new Sunbreon worth $1,500? Came out yesterday. No, it's not. But that, I would pay $1,200 for that again. You know,
$1,200. That's a little heavy for my taste, boss. But
yeah,
probably say I'll start off looking for gems,
sure,
kind of in the $20 to the $30 range, because I feel like that's more of my budget right now, because I know there's an unpaid internship, so yeah. I got to make things work.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. So you're going to focus on more of those like small finds.
Small finds that have the potential for maybe being a 10-bagger, a 100-bagger, 500-bagger. I'm thinking more of these cards along the lines of stocks.
Yeah.
I want to see what people would want 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now.
What's a card that you and I went and found?
Charizard.
Yeah. Tell the class a little bit about that.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember a whole lot about Charizard. I haven't pulled that thing out probably since the day I bought it because I don't want anybody touching it. I'm
thrilled to tell you. Hold on. 1 second. Well, I'm thrilled to tell you that when you got that Charizard, I believe you picked it up for about $105. It was right when 151 had come out. They were everywhere, okay? Now, that Charizard is over $250.
Okay, now I have a question.
Yeah.
Should I double my money or should I wait?
Double your money.
Oh?
You got me convinced.
Write in the comments below, please. And subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, all right? Don't f*** around. Don't f*** around. Don't. Anyway. So, I think you should keep it. I don't believe in selling Pokemon cards. What's the point? They go up all the time. Just gonna sell out? What, you really need that money? What are you gonna do with $160 right now? Well, $260, if that's what it goes for.
$260? That's a lot of money today. Probably buy myself, eggs.
Let's see real quick. What does that go for, actually? Let's take a peek. We're gonna jump on the TCG player. I wonder if they can see the screen. TCG player. I want to see here. Charizard. And let's find your Charizard real quick, Archie. Let's find it. No. I don't ever look on the website myself. No. Let's see. Where are you at, bud? Not on the first page. Let's see here. Oh, there you are. Okay, $230. Nope. Lowest listed right now, near mint, $230. Yeah. So there you go. Would you rather take $230 right now or hold it? Charizard is, next to Pikachu, the most relevant Pokemon, obviously.
I mean, I don't know. $130 is a lot of money.
Yeah, that's great profit. I mean, you doubled your money and then some.
And I know in investing, they say that kind of put your money out when you're ahead.
Yeah, they do say that.
But I don't see Charizard ever going down, so this is a tough decision for me. But I think I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick with it because isn't the Pokemon anniversary coming up?
Yes, that is a big thing that we are also going to be kind of gearing up towards is the 30th anniversary of the Pokemon Company. Mason, what do you like to collect?
That's a great question. I have, I guess, semi-collected cameras over the years. Film cameras primarily, some digital cameras.
Lean in.
But I don't really collect much. I guess you could say I've collected gaming consoles because I haven't gotten rid of them.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay.
That's why I'm skeptical of this whole process.
Sure.
But here to learn, boss.
Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Cameras.
Skeptical about this guy, too.
Cameras.
Yeah.
We're at about 15 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah.
That's good. Let me get 3 more. Let me get 3 more out of y'all. Let me get 3 more minutes out of these 2. And then you can go on with the rest of your Saturday. Thanks for coming in today.
Milk us, boss.
What?
Milk us.
Wow. Shit.
I'll go get the table.
We weren't supposed to talk about that. The table.
All fours.
So, your pants are dirty as hell. The biggest thing that I want you to focus on is your opinion. I like it.
Yeah.
And I want you to try to understand the world of Pokemon. I want you to take a look at it. I want you to, at some point, tell yourself that this was a great investment. And this is just one of the many great investments that I, as the editor-in-chief of this channel and publication, has made. And if you like rare stuff like I do, and not stuff that somebody would charge you $1,500 for it, even though it came out a couple weeks ago. Talking about that Sunbreon, bro. This is what I want to get into, actually, as my very first rant. That fucking card is not worth $1,500. I got 3 cards right here that are some of the rarest things in the hobby. They're worth $1,200. If you pay $1,500 for something that just came out, that has no real growth, that is somehow already more expensive than the Moonbreon, which, let me just say, I'm a huge Moonbreon fan, all right? That's my baby. The first Sunbreon I ever got was for $170. And honestly, the Sunbreon is not ever going to sell for that, right? But it is something that, like, has to have a real growth pattern. It can't just come out and then there's no supply for it. And then you have idiots that would buy it. If you buy that card for over $1,200, that's the grace level. It's $1,200 for me. What do I think that card's actually worth? $600. Because that would be $150 more than what the Pichu, which is the more relevant Pokemon, is going for right now in the Surging Sparks. Whew. All right. Just had to get that off my chest. And give you guys a little taste of something that, you know, I'm pretty passionate about. I think that a lot of this shit is so overpriced right now. And if you're new coming into the hobby and you don't have a collection to fall back on that you've been working on for the last few years, like I luckily have, then I feel sorry for you. I don't really know what to tell you. The first thing I'll tell you, though, is go look at all these Japanese cards that are very cheap. And build your collection altruistically through that. Don't follow any of the hype. Never follow a hype train. Only follow a hype downfall. Like when that Sunbreon goes below 1,000, which I know it will, because I'm the best at this. That is when you might want to bite. But then again, you have to say, is it even worth that? What's so funny?
Okay, I have a hot take.
Yeah.
You should just be a live streamer.
A live streamer. With this stuff?
Yes.
We'll get there eventually on the channel. But, you know, if y'all agree with that hot take, write it in the comment after you've liked and subscribed. I think it's really important that I do let the people know that they're spending too much money. That's going to be some of my opinion pieces. I don't have the craziest collection in the world, but I have one of the best collections in the state of Texas. And it's not something that has to cost you $1 trillion. You can actually acquire that by being smart and picking out very rare things. Because that's what defines a good collector, is rare shit, not expensive shit, okay? And on that note, we'll see you next Saturday for Dailybird episode 2. And look out for some content that may be coming out in between or right around then or whatever. We're working people. This is going to be our YouTube channel, but we're going to try to make the most of it. We're going to try to be a good entertainment source for y'all. If it's in the background while you work, if it's during your lunch break, if it's, I don't know.
On the shitter.
Yeah, when you're taking a big old dump, okay? But, yeah, would you guys like to have anything to say in closing?
I'm very excited to be working with y'all.
So you changed your tune a little bit. Did I fire you up in my little rant? No, you know, the opposite.
No.
Like Bill Burr over here.
Yeah, bro. I mean, kind of looked like his ass.